with rapidly evolving technologies, fast-changing consumer preferences and accelerated product cycles, R&D departments are under unprecedented strain. No demand, no supply appears to be the modern design mantra. Aiming to stay ahead of the competition, manufacturers openly encourage their users to provide continued feedback via websites, social media, and established sales channels. Are today's producers now too fixated on customer demands? And are we seemingly stuck in a digital age of firmware and software updates in order to maintain extended product lives? We asked a number of UK producers how their R&D experts are adjusting.
We certainly find that the best products we've ever developed have been as a result of somebody asking for them. So I think you've got to be very, very gifted and very insightful to be able to create a really top-class product without any input from the people who ultimately you want to buy it.
The UIs and the interfaces that we have been developed over many years, and that's from feedback from customers over a long period of time. You don't talk to one customer and it just happens overnight. What makes a company like Calrec is that experience over a period of time and that feedback from customers and talking to customers, getting their view of how they want to do things.
We very rarely will sit in a room on our own and say, we think this is what we should do. We almost always work with customers. The example I give is at exhibitions. When I talk to customers at exhibition, and you're at an exhibition and you have all your equipment behind you, I tend to say, forget everything that's here. This is just a demonstration of the areas that we work in. Tell me what you're trying to do. And that's pretty much where we start with everyone.
We do measure the demand, we do listen to our customers, but we also at the same time try to innovate. So we try to take that data and that demand, but then also innovate our own ideas alongside that, really, so that we not only have a product that meets the customer's requirements, but also exceeds them, and delivers a product that exceeds their expectations.
You've got to talk to your customers, you've got to understand the issues they have, you've got to understand where is it, what is it they need, what's their load-in times, what's the rigging times, are they flying in the theatres, are they having to stack on stage? You've got to have a real understanding for what it is that customer needs to work in their environment.
If it's something that is brand new and sort of the concept came from in here, we have so many employees that use these type of products in the real world that you've got sort of a built-in populace of people that will give you an honest answer with real-world experience. So that's sort of the first sniff test, if you will. The other way it comes to you, though, is when people take one of our products and are using it for an application that we hadn't really envisioned. People buying Scarlett interfaces for doing podcasting, or gamers buying Scarlett interfaces for streaming and things like that. You can learn a lot by just, reaching out to them and saying, how's this working for you? If it was a specific podcasting or gaming solution, what would be different about it?
It would be a mistake that only the R&D design the products, because we have to come from different angles. We need to analyze different market opportunities, market needs, also customer feedback. So we have a very healthy way to manage that in a company where regularly we have a group of people meeting from the marketing side, the customer side, the R&D side, deciding on the product roadmap and making sure that the product roadmap is really fitting the customer needs and the company strategy.
We deal through distributor networks, so we've got a worldwide distributor network and dealers in the UK. And so we're kind of one step removed from customers anyway. And trade shows used to be the place. Sorry, still are the place, but I haven't been to many recently. Trade shows are the place where we would talk to customers and really get really valuable feedback. We collate all feedback. We get any requests we get for new products, it's all collated, and we'll sift through it and just use those comments just to plan which direction we're going with certain products.
You need basically the engineering team to be working closely with how sales see the world in the future, how marketing see the world in the future, and how their customers and the customers of the products of the company see the world in the future and what their challenges may be. And you have to then grill all of that down, and that's partly what sort of the product team do, into a sort of specification for a product.
80% of our sales are made directly with system integrators and customers who do their own integration, or with the influencers that are designing in those systems for the end customers. We have a direct sales force and we can make those direct relationships. And when we go to our customers, they're more than happy to tell us what they need to see in their next generation of products.
There is absolutely no point in any company in our industry being there for their own benefit. We're not there for our benefit. We're there for our users' benefit. And if we're not listening to what our users want, what they need, the feature sets that they want, and the performance that they want, there is absolutely no point in us carrying on doing what we're doing. We've always built products, we've always listened to our customers, we've always listened to our distribution channels, and we will continue to do that. Because if we don't, we're not delivering what people need and what people demand and what people want. And that is the most important thing. When you stop listening to your customers is when you're going to fail.